What's up? Josh V here, guys. How are you? Today we're going to be doing a discussion on leather versus leatherette. What's in your vehicle and can you really tell the difference? Stay tuned. And as always, if you like content around car detailing, leather and vinyl repair, or just basically anything regarding building a service-based business, make sure to like and subscribe below so we can continue to bring you guys content. All right, guys, so within about the last 5 years or so, faux leather or leatherette has gotten so realistic that it's really hard to tell the difference between an authentic leather and a leatherette material in your vehicle. Brands like Ford, Toyota, Mazda, let's see, Volkswagen, Kia, pretty much any of the names, any of the car manufacturers are using some sort of a leatherette in your vehicle. And like I said, they're really hard to tell the difference between real and fake. So even on some of the entry point luxury brands, Mercedes, BMW, things like that, actually are using a lot of leatherette. They are also using full grain leathers and things like that in their higher end, but on the entry level, they are actually using leatherettes. In fact, in recent polls, up to 50% of car owners say that they have a leather in their vehicle, and in reality, they actually have some sort of a leatherette material throughout the interior of their car. Now, it's actually really amazing that these companies are able to create such a genuine looking product out of their leatherette materials. They're actually using stamps and things like that within their material substrate, and they're able to stamp in grains and create a very, very leather-like appearance. However, as the end consumer, when you're buying a vehicle, should you care if it's a leather versus a leatherette? We're going to dive deep into this real quickly and see exactly the benefits of this leather versus leatherette. Okay, first let's talk appearance. Can't tell too much here, guys, unless you're using a extremely high top grain leather in a really nice luxury vehicle. Typically, you can't tell the difference in appearance between the two different types of material. One way you can tell is on the leatherettes, because they're stamped, you'll be able to tell that the grain pattern is completely consistent all the way through. I'll go ahead and flash a video for you here of a Mercedes that has a synthetic leatherette material. But outside of that, guys, they look great. They do a great job of replicating real leather. So if you were to look at a really high grade leatherette versus a very low grade actual leather, the leatherette actually may look nicer, feel better to the touch. However, guys, these materials don't breathe the same way that natural leather hide does. So as you're sitting in the car, you may get a sweat of your back, a little more of a tactile feel to it. It will kind of want to stick to you a little bit. Again, on the really high-end ones, that is not quite as bad, but just in general, it's not going to breathe. While you're sitting in the chair driving down the road, you're going to feel some heat back there. No breathability to it. All right, point number 2 is maintenance. These leatherettes are pretty low maintenance. Leathers, you're typically, even on the coated leathers, which is typically what's in your car, it's some sort of a protective layer over the leather. But those you still want to keep conditioned. You want to use specialty cleaners so you don't dry out the leathers. On the leatherette side, it's basically just a vinyl, and you can clean it with pretty much anything, and you're going to be okay with it. All right, guys, point number 3 is wear on these materials. This is the biggest differentiator, right? The leatherettes are durable. They last a good amount of time. However, when they go bad, and they're harder to repair. A leather will tend to get some more wear a little bit sooner than the leatherette will. You'll get some fading, but as long as you maintain that leather, then you should be good to go. They won't have any issues like that. When leather does go, it starts to crack, or some color gets pulled out of it. It's very easy to repair and get it back looking to new. So that's what we do, guys. We actually repair leather and vinyls. We actually sell training and all the products to do that. So we're going to put up some pictures here of some repairs that we have done. The first one's going to be on leather. The second one is going to be on a vinyl. And just so you can see the difference of how it looks once it wears through. All right, so this is a very, very common wear mark on actual leather. As you can see, it's just kind of been rubbed down, and the color has been pulled out of it just from being worn. But again, very easy to repair. You can see the after picture here. Very, very easy to repair. On the other hand, with the vinyl, the way that is worn is a key indicator of vinyl. It doesn't just wear through, it actually blows up, kind of. It doesn't just wear through, it actually cracks and pulls apart. So you can see with that, you actually have to melt that material back down and re-stamp in the grain and then re-dye it. With the vinyl, those repairs can actually be harmful. It can be a very rough edge, so that it can actually be very uncomfortable when you're in the vehicle and having to deal with a vehicle that has damage like that to the leatherette material. As opposed to with the leather, it's still soft. It still pretty much feels the same. Might be a tiny bit textured, but it's going to feel the same, and you're not going to have any issue with it hurting you while you're driving in the car. All right, guys. So bottom line, should you care if your car is leather or leatherette? I think on the new side of things, if you're buying a car brand new, they're going to tell you right off the bat if it's a real leather or if it's a leatherette. So they'll have their own name for it. It won't just be called leatherette anymore. So Mercedes-Benz uses MB-Tex. Let's see here. BMW, I believe, uses SensaTec. Yeah, so Lexus uses a Nulux material, it's called. Toyota uses Softex. Volkswagen uses VTEX. Mazda uses MozTex. So basically, if it says Tex in there, you can be pretty certain that it's some sort of a leatherette material. Where I think it really makes a big difference is on the pre-owned side. If you're buying a car that's used and they're selling it as leather, do your research there, because they're going to try and get a premium for the car because it has leather. If it's not leather, then there's no premium anymore, guys, as far as cost goes, because these leatherette materials aren't as expensive to produce. So just double check with that when you're buying something used. If it is a leather, then you know you're good. If it's not, and there's some sort of a special name to it, gives you a little bit of negotiation power, and you can go to them and say, hey, look, this isn't actual leather. I don't want to pay a premium. Most of the dealerships or used car dealerships or even private parties won't actually know that themselves. They won't realize that it's not actual leather because these leatherettes have gotten really well, are produced very, very well. So anyways, I hope that helps, guys. Just a little more information for you regarding the interiors of your car. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.